Hello and welcome to KSD Podcast. In this session, I would be talking about the National Security Act. This act has been in news recently and it would be falling under the issues related to internal security. National Security Act is a preventive detention law enacted in the year 1980. The peculiar feature of the act is that its provisions can be invoked by the central as well as the state governments. The act contains 18 sections, of which sections 3, 9, 13 and 16 are important. According to section 3 of the act, if the central government or the state government is satisfied that any person is to be prevented from acting in any manner which is prejudicial to the defense of India, the relation of India with foreign powers, or the security of India, or with respect to any foreigner, if the central government or the state government is satisfied that there is a need to regulate his continued presence in India, or there is a need to make arrangements for his expulsion from India, then in such cases an order directing that such person be detained may be issued. Furthermore, according to clause 2 of section 3, if the central government or the state government is satisfied that a person should be prevented from acting in any manner which is prejudicial to the security of the state, or which is prejudicial to the maintenance of public order, or which is prejudicial to the maintenance of supplies and services essential to the community, then in such cases also a detention order can be passed. Under this clause, that is clause 2 of section 3, the powers to issue detention orders can be executed by the district magistrate or the commissioner of police on the written orders of the state government. The life of such order which has been issued by the state government will be 3 months, but such an order can be renewed after the span of every 3 months. Furthermore, when an order is so made or approved by the state government has to communicate the facts of the matter to the central government within 7 days, along with the grounds on which the orders have been made. Section 9 of the Act informs that the central government and the state governments have to constitute an advisory board of 3 persons for the purpose of determining the validity of detention of a person. Constitution of such a board is in line with the requirements of Article 22 of the Constitution of India. The members of the board should be or should have been or should be qualified to be appointed as judges of a high court. The advisory board, after reviewing the matter, will report as to whether or not there is sufficient cause for the detention of the person concerned. According to section 13, the detention of a person which has been confirmed by the advisory board can continue up to a duration of 12 months from the date of detention. However, the appropriate government is competent to revoke or modify the detention order at any earlier time. Lastly, section 16 provides protection to the government and its officials when it says that no legal proceeding shall lie against the central government or a state government, and no suit, prosecution or other legal proceeding shall lie against any person for anything done or intended to be done in good faith in the pursuance of this act. So these were the important sections of the National Security Act, and I hope that the candidate finds the information beneficial. Thank you very much.